So, I want to do like a quick story time. I want to do multiple if I can, if I don't start getting off topic, because I do. Um, but it all stems from like the last clip of me talking about like, not the last. I think it was a clip before. I'd be forgetting, but talking about like how like nitpicking and stuff. So I experienced it like almost every job I don't had out here. Besides when I did work the X Games, I low key did at the Summer X Games in Minneapolis back in 2019. But when I did the Winter X Games in 2020, it was like a rebound. So everything is perfect. I made some connection. I don't have spoke to them in a while, but hopefully once I start getting out there, we could once I start getting up there in the rankings, we could do something cool with them, such and forth. But the biggest nitpick I've experienced out here is when I used to work. I used to do overnights at Walmart, overnight stocking. I did it for 2 years. And that was just a cop out from the job before, which I'm not going to never speak on here. Just know that job prior did me so dirty. And but it kind of connects with the fact that I was a team lead at that job before I went to Walmart. So, quick backstory: I got tired of what Walmart was. I got tired of what old job was doing to me. So, my girlfriend, which is my baby mama, right now, she's my ex-girlfriend now, but my baby mama, she was working at Walmart at the time. She was like second shift. So I was like, hey, I don't have enough, can you do something for me so I could just work? I get a new job each day. I don't care what I gotta do. I don't care if it's overnight, stock, or whatever. I'll do it. Just get me out of here. So it happened. I left my old job. I made up a lie. I said, hey, I need to run. It's an emergency. I left and went and did an interview. Got hired on the spot. And so, boom, I'm working this job. I get started. I'm doing like the trainings, which is like in the morning time. So I'm on a computer, doing computer work. Along with this other guy who's going to be doing overnights with me. And so, the people I'm getting trained with, they cool. They older ladies, they cool. They teaching me the ropes. Like, hey, you do it this way, do it that way. Even though I ended up learning from one of the OGs from overnight, he was hella cool. He's retired now, but he was hella cool. He helped me with everything, understand everything about Walmart and how people are and all so forth. But literally, it all started I think it was my first overnight shift. Literally, now when I was working there, everybody else, like every new worker will get introduced to the staff. Like everybody knew. I did not get introduced. Like it was like come in as if I already knew what I was gonna be doing, which I didn't. I didn't know how to get a handheld because they didn't show me that part. They just showed me about the stocking part and how to put stuff up. And so my team leads did not want to give me a handheld. They didn't give me a handheld. They didn't tell me who I was gonna be shadowing to help me with the overnights to get adjusted. So I'm just standing at this machine watching everybody get their handheld, and I'm looking like, can somebody help me? So I had to wait till they walked out. And so I was like, can y'all help me? And where I'm supposed to go? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Hang on. All right, we back. I had to check in, but yeah, I was like, I'm getting started. OG, he's showing me everything. He look old white guy. He tall and stuff, but he cool. Like he was cool. Everybody else was like looking at me funny. I was getting like mistreated. Like nobody was really fucking with me. I'm like, I'm not here to make friends, but like at least y'all could do is like help me, show me the ropes so I could keep up with y'all and stuff. So literally, this is night one. Keep in mind, this is night number one. I'm working. We doing this thing called top stock. That's when you bringing the stuff from up top because we ain't got no freight. Taking the stuff up top and you seeing what could fit onto the shelf that was put on top the night prior. And so they slowly showing me this stuff. It was this one dude they tried to pop me with too, but he was being weird. Like he always mugged me, and he wouldn't really talk to me and tell me what to do. So I always refer to the OG, and he would tell me like, "Hey, just do it like this and do it like that." And I'm like, "Okay," and he showed me how to twist and zone and stuff and all that. So I'm like, "Okay, cool. This ain't gonna be too bad." I'm getting a little bit tired because it's my first overnight job, and so literally the team leads, the two women team leads, like this is before we get to the crazy situation that happened year 2. It was year 2, but we was like 1 hour over because we had finished 1 hour, so we went to the next one, and they was on the other side. I heard these ladies say, "He is working slow. He is slow." The shift just started. First and foremost, let's get that clear out there. The shift just started. We was probably like an hour, 2 hours in, right? Ain't nothing we supposed to be like going fast over. We just top stock. Top stocking is like something to kill time. Let's be honest about it. Ain't nothing like something we supposed to be rushing about. Because 9 times out of 10, stuff not gonna fit. So I hear that. Boom. That's like the biggest strike in the book of, hey, I'm not finna fuck with you. So I'm not fucking with these two team leads. One seemed nice until later on, until right before I quit. But the other one always had an attitude. She still has a stink attitude. But every time I go in there and shop, I laugh in their face because like, fuck y'all. Truly, I don't care. And yes, if Walmart ever come across this video, yes, your team leads mistreat employees, and it's been known for so long, and nothing's been done about it. So this story time, if it ever come across their table, I do not give a fuck. It happened, and I'm going to detail too about that. So that's strike one. And so now as I'm going throughout like every other shift, I'm coming in, I'm still getting side-eyed some people. Nobody's really helping me but the OG. And they just steady just like, this whispering under their breath and stuff like that. And then it was like another night. I didn't, understand what they meant, right? Because like I said, I'm still freshly new. And so I went to this pallet, and then the lady like gave me an ugly look, and then she said something slick under her breath, like it sounded like look. You sound like she said, "Is he slow? Is he retarded?" Or something. But I didn't hear it fully, so I brushed that off. I just went off the facial expressions. And so now this is like everything's starting to pick up. I'm starting to be like, okay, this is not cool. I'm peeping everything y'all doing. So this went on for like a good year of them talking slick. I'm just being quiet. I'm just gonna come to work, do what I need to do, and leave. So, like I said, it's been a build up. It's been a build up. It's kept happening. It kept happening, and then it was this one particular employee. He wasn't even a team lead, but he kissed their ass. He was like their little puppy dog, their little secret agent. So like something goes on, he went back and snitched. Like he was like a true rat. And so it was him and somebody else, right? This is when everything started. This is when it started began for me to stand up for myself truthfully when it comes to my workplace and my work environment. It was well known too. Nobody would speak up, and so it started to get irritated. Like they would snitch, and they'd be off the hook doing something very easy. They're not gonna get fussed at. They can do what the fuck they want. And so this one particular time, I was working in dairy. It was me and two of the dudes I'm cool with. Just to find out, they put us over there. Tell them something. They trying to time us. We the only ones on a timer. And I had another OG too. He will come back and tell me. He'll give me inside scoop on what they say. He'll go talk to them, and he'll be like, "Hey, young boy, like, they say this, that, that, hey, yeah, they don't like you. Or just like he was telling me everything. So when he like quit, he kind of like damn, that's my dog and my intel. But he'll tell me everything, and so it turned into me learning like, hey, they snitched, and then I heard, and then they snitched, and then it turned into them talking shit. Okay, like okay, I get the whole gist of, hey, don't ever take what people say to heart, and so forth. Like at that time, like I can see, I probably should have kept my mouth closed, but at the same time, I shouldn't. I don't regret anything I said or anything I was going to do. I walked up to him. I was like, hey, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. Let's keep it strictly Walmart. You feel me? All this snitching and all this stuff, like y'all don't know me. Y'all ain't get to know me. Y'all do these pre-assumptions. Y'all always talking shit. If y'all want these problems, we can have these problems outside of Walmart, off the clock. We can do it. Parking lot. Straight up. Because what ain't nothing gonna help to go call the police. That's about it. I'll probably get arrested for something, but I was getting harassed. So it's like, that shit mad annoying. And so I said, if I ever hear my name come out y'all mouth or y'all talking shit and it's sword, it's gonna be me and you. And it's a problem that y'all not gonna want. And so it turned into now they were secretly doing it. Like every time I came around, it got quiet. Like I had that shit at home. Like was on TV shit. Like it's used to walk somewhere and everybody like, type oh dear. Like I'm like you could tell when somebody was talking shit. Like they looking like. And so I always hear all the time whispers like, oh, yeah. And so I walk past by him, I'm like, okay, cool. That's how I do. I'm like, okay, cool. So now that's going on. And so now it turned into a thing to where I'm always, not always, it's probably like a max 3 times where I confronted them both together once and each of them separately. And so now, at this time, it's getting even worse. Because now you got the dude who hired me being a dickhead too and not giving a fuck. I don't know if any of y'all other like people, Walmart people that experience the shit I experienced, like of people kissing the ass and letting them do whatever the fuck they want, or if they got higher power, they abuse the fuck out of it. And I've experienced that. I've only experienced that here in this state where I'm at right now, which I'm not going to disclose, but you could put 2 and 2 together if you do your research on me of my name, because wherever I went to school at is where I'm still am. Because I play college football, so this goes on for like a year and a half. We on year 2, right? Keep it in mind, year 2. Now, we got a damn near whole new overnight staff because people don't quit. People's quitting like it was like clockwork. It was at one point it was only like 10 of us. No, it was like 9 to 7 of us total as just regular workers and not team leads. And so now I'm getting harassed by the team leads, except for one. One was cool with me. She wasn't the coach just yet. She was just a team lead. But I was getting harassed by the coach, the one female team lead who said I was slow, and then the other team lead who had that little boy as his little bitch and spy that would, go around the store. And so on this particular night, this the exploit. This was like the peak of now. Now when I work and I go to workplaces, I tell them all the time, I'm gonna tell you like it is. I'm blunt. I don't play none of that. I do not care about your role. It's not like I'm getting. If I was getting paid like $100,000 a week or even for the month, bro, okay. By all means, I'm gonna do my work. I'm gonna stay in my place because that's gonna help me be put in that place of financial freedom. But I'm gonna do that with YouTube. Subscribe. But so This particular night, it's been a thing of them bothering me when it comes to break times. Okay, it was during the time where everybody was taking break times at a different time because some of us were like, we'll keep working and then we will try to get most of the work done so when we come back we just finish off the rest and we can move on. And so we wouldn't go and break all together at the same time. And so at the time I was doing dairy nonstop. I was like the dairy guy. And so I'll get switched out between dairy and sometimes frozen, sometimes, but it was mostly dairy. And so I was with these two guys. One of them was cool. One of them, he was just a giant, tall, just ass butt, literally. So like, we go to break. This is how everything went to shambles. We all go to break together, right? So this is the first break of the night. I had at the time, you can tell my teeth still fucked up. At the time, I had aligners from Smile Direct Club, L product by the way, because once I got further down, my shit wasn't fitting. But I had aligners, and the case that come with it, like I was doing my research, like I was like, oh, I could probably replace that shit. Was like $50 for a little plastic little case for your aligners. And so I'm like, fuck that, I'm finna go look for my shit because I lost it prior to me leaving. So when I came back from my first break, I'm looking for it. I'm asking around like everybody, like, hey, you find this? Did you see this? Did you see this? Because it's like the only free time I'm gonna really have to look for it. And so when I'm asking, like, I haven't asked him, and I'm like, yeah, have you seen it? And he's like, no, but you going over your time, like going over your break times and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, I don't care about that. I'm looking for something I paid for out my buck. Y'all not gonna reimburse me with my product because it was left on y'all shit. You know, even though that's my fault. But they're not gonna reimburse me of it. Even with me getting paid. Oh, I skipped the biggest part too. Every time we got a pay raise, I was always ineligible. It was always something. I only got a pay raise like one time at Walmart out of my 2 years working. It was 2 years and a couple months working there. It was always making some type of stipulation that was specific towards me, so I could not get it. And so that's out the way. But yeah, now he's bothering about this break time. I said, are you gonna help me look for it? I'm going off on him, not as bad as I am. Wait for it. Seatbelt on. So I said, you know what? It's whatever. You know, I brushed them off and I walked. And I'm still looking for my shit and I go back to my area. And so now we working. We get shit done. This is the we don't came for break. So this is like the second break of the night. This is like the last break before, the last 2 hours before we clock out. So it's like around like 5. So it's 5 o'clock to 5:15. We all go to break together. All three of us guys. We go to break together. One dude, and I even got on his ass too, and he's the one who tried to calm me down during the situation. One dude decided to come back early, right? Like I had a timer on my phone. I always had a timer on my phone when I went to break. I always have. And so I was walking back in the building. As I'm walking back in the building, because I told Buddy too to leave me alone. I said, don't leave me, just leave me alone. The first time. That was early in the night. I told him, I said, just leave me alone. Stop bothering me. So as I'm walking back to my area, he's there at his area, but he calls me over the intercom as I'm like legit about to pop the corner to be at dairy. And so now I'm like, cause I'm not even seeing the other guy we're going to break with. There's 3 of us. We left together. And so as soon as I see the other person coming from the back, I'm like, what is he bothering me for? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And then so as we get back, and I walk out the door, I was like, was that you that called me on the intercom? In front of everybody. Because you're not supposed to do that. That's harassment. Because he's done it before of harassing this one boy and just picking on him through the intercom. So it was always said for him not to do that shit ever again. He decided to do that shit to me. That's when I had enough, because everybody kept fucking bothering me. And so I'm asking him, I'm like, did you call me on the intercom? He was like, yeah, because you know, y'all was going over a break, we need to get the work done. I said, we all went to break together. He was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, but I kept the time. Like, I'm telling dude, like, I ain't mean to cut him off, but I'm like, bro, we came back together. He just came back, so make that make sense. We came back together. And so I went to the back, and he was like, oh, hang on, before we get to the seatbelt moment, I asked him, I was like, who told you to call me on the intercom? And he was like, this team lead, the dude I don't like at all, who's been trying me for so long. And so, all right, so boom, this is where it gets heated. Because like I said, I told him to leave me alone already. We already done had our disputes in the past. I'm telling them they need to leave me alone. No fault, my thing went off. But I already done went to the store manager. I done went to the HR. I don't call it and talk to everybody. And the only option they gave me was, hey, do you want to move shifts? Instead of dealing with the person who's already had multiple complaints in the past before I even got there. You feel me? So I said, fuck this shit. I'm taking it in my own hands. So I went in the back, verbatim, on some real ass shit, boy. My Georgia came out for real, but I'm not playing that. I walked up to him. I said, did you have so and so call me over the intercom? Yeah. For what? But you was take too long. I'm like, I wasn't taking long for nothing. I had a timer. I even showed him the fucking timer. I said I had a timer for this, and he tried to refer back to earlier in the night. Told him, so, like, even earlier in the night, you took forever on your break and stuff. I said no, I haven't. And plus, when you go to help me look for my shit, no. And so I'm like going in on Buddy. I'm like, bro, I told y'all stop fucking with me. Leave me the fuck alone. And this is from everybody. I didn't care. I'm surprised I didn't even get written up or fired for that shit. Because, to tell the truth, I wouldn't even say it was a threat, but it was like a promise in my blood. But I told him, like, I told y'all to leave me alone. I don't do nothing. None of y'all don't know me, bro. You don't do nothing. Like, he legit dead, never did nothing on his shelves. He'd be in the back just pulling the jack. The jack motherfucker. He'd just be pulling that shit around in the back, doing nothing, in circles. I legit, I used to have a video on that shit, but I don't have it no more. It was on my old iPhone. But, yeah, he would just be in the back walking in circles. And just try to boss people around. And then talk shit and laugh and shit. So I even told him, like, bro, like, you don't do shit. And I was calling him out on every single bullshit that he's done. He ain't did nothing, but he was trying to get little times. Like, oh, you think you can do better? I'm like, yeah, I was a fucking team lead. You want me to take your job? I said, I'll take your job. Put it up. He got quiet. He's like, all right, man, get back to work. And I'm like, I get back to work, but like I say, you better leave me the fuck alone, or we're gonna have some real problems. It can get real out here, like a straight man to man. If you want these problems, you can have it. Like he had it coming. And so, literally, like after that, like I'm heated. Like I didn't want to do no. I want the jaw him. Like I ain't even should have said like all those words. Like I just wanted to get to the point and jaw his shit. Simple, just jaw his shit. But I did the right thing. But I actually called my mom's because she was up early that morning. I was like, hey, this dude got me bent. Like he got me pissed. Like, you know, the number one person I knew who could try to calm me down, but she couldn't be on the phone long because she was still asleep, so I let her sleep. And then the other dude tried to so I went in the freezer to cool off. And so I was like, I'm finna go do this. I don't really bother. So he tried to come in that bitch, try to talk to me, and I'm like, I get that, like, but we went to break together and all this stuff. And I'm tired of folks bothering me, and I don't think he got that. And so after that, it's been, I cursed him out probably like twice, 2 more times after that, to where I call him the B word for sure. I definitely call him the B word for sure. And the last time I did it, I called him B word to his face, and then he went to whine. He walked away. He still got secret animosity to me. He would never help me when I go to Walmart. Like even when I had got my new iPhone, like I need the accessories at the cage, and he was like the one close by. He went and was talking to my old lady instead of me. Like I'm the one down there telling you. But luckily it was one of the old people I used to work with. She's a team lead now. Yeah, that happened. But the last time I called him a bitch, and then at that point I was like, if anybody else would have problem, what's up? I was like, what's up? Like I'm utterly pissed. But yeah, and then like the nice team lead. The reason why she's on my bad side, even though she trying to be cool, like, hey, Wallace, every time I come to Walmart sometime. I had a back injury last year, like a very bad. I'm gonna get to the point, like I had a very back injury, to where it was causing me to call out, and I had to go to PT, physical therapy and shit. But I like most of the time I still went to work, and they did not care at all. Like they didn't care about pain. It was always, oh, I've been through that. Oh, I've been through that. We're not talking about you. We're two different people, and so it's them to her always catching the attitude because it's inventory week too. And like I'm doing the utmost I can with an injured back. Like if you had a back injury, like, hey, work on your core so you can help your back. But yeah, they was like they start to nitpick around the time where I had put in my 2 weeks. Literally, like, they was picking on me like 7 o'clock. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do that. Like we zoning. Oh, this box facing the wrong way. Oh, this bag facing the wrong way. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, go fix that. I said, cool. I did not show up. And then more people started to quit after I left. And so, yeah, I'll pretty much it on that story time. This gonna be a separate video because it's long as shit. I ain't mean to make it long as shit. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody finna watch this fucking video. So, but yeah, like and subscribe, stay tuned. Got a notification bell, bro. It's gonna be about either 2 to 3 separate videos now because each one long as shit. So, yeah, like and subscribe, stay tuned. Bring y'all more videos tomorrow. I'm still gonna drop 3 and still record tomorrow too. So I might tomorrow night I might try Twitch out too on my phone and take the clip from Twitch and post it on here to see how that goes. I'm gonna do like a little quick one. So yeah, I love y'all. Peace.